What does it take for a woman to start finding herself again after feeling lost in that storm?
What does it take to reestablish that sense of self, how to find yourself in the storm, how to come back to like who you were maybe pre-baby? I think there's probably a melding of that question and the answer that, and maybe any other mom listening could speak to this. Who you were before is probably not who you're going to be after, but some new version of yourself, a new version that you hadn't met before and that you are still
trying to figure it out.
But it's also not this seeking perfectionism or trying to do it the way that you once did it, because there might be a need for some acceptance around that part of you, not necessarily being lost, but changing, shifting, and having to adapt now. So maybe at some point in time, you'll go back to buying all the ingredients and making it from scratch. But right now, can you just do the pre-cut cookies and be okay with that and use that as a way to reconnect with that part of yourself rather than this kind of all or nothing.
Demanding.
Yes.
Literally, having Asher has got me out of my comfort zone. And I got into a point that I realized that that wasn't healthy for me. This is a happy house. That it is more important for me, the happiness and the quality time I'm having with my son, than to have a perfect house. So, Summer, so with that being said, just tell me, like, for the mom who feels like she's failing as a partner, as a parent, or as a partner, what truth do you want her to hold, like, right now?
And the first thing I want to say to that is, if you are even whoever you are listening, if you are even thinking that thought, the answer is already so clear to me. You're already doing more than enough. So I want to emphasize that the opposite is probably true, because if you're somebody who is even considering, focused, thinking about that concept or that idea, I'm not doing enough, you're probably doing more than enough, and you're probably seeking that perfectionism. You're reaching for 110% when 100% or sometimes even 90 or sometimes 75 might just be good enough.
It's just that we are that force of nature, that we are unstoppable, because I truly believe mothers are unstoppable, that we demand so much of ourselves until the point that we are so exhausted that we become, you know, our mental health gets so affected.
Right.
And with that being said, thank you for giving us the permission to be human, and for reminding us that motherhood doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty, compassion, and community. To every mom listening, I hope this episode reminds you that you're not broken.